Hey everybody, Jo here again. First of all, I just want to say happy Christmas Eve to you all. I hope you're all feeling well, nice and rested, and you're going to have a lovely couple of days. Now, as it's Christmas Eve, I'm sure you're so organised, everything's sent, wrapped, sorted. So I was thinking, what sort of crafting do I do on Christmas Eve? And this is what I do. For our Christmas dinner tomorrow, we have a little place setting with our name on. First of all, please do not comment on my handwriting. I think we all get hung up on our handwriting, but I've got to be honest, I just think there's nothing nicer than something handwritten. I've got one of my grandma's old cookbooks and she wrote little messages in the side. It's a lovely little brown and white one. Do you know what? I love it because it's got her handwriting in. So anyway, I digress. So this is what I make. And obviously they stand up. And I try to make them the same but different. So we're going to have the same shape, but this one for Carl has got our lovely Bobby on, and this one for me has got Pippin on. So today I thought I'd create another one with Pippin on, but obviously you could make, when you think we've got our lovely foxes, we've got the wild hares, we've got badger, or you could use fairies. You could make a theme. And that's what I like to do. I like to do them all the same, but different. So we've got different colour threads on and a different animal, but you could do a different fairy. Just a thought. So I'll show you how we create these. So this is my piece of card and it measures 12 by 13 centimetres. But you can decide on whatever sizing you wish. Now, the reason I've got it this is because I wanted this so that I could just place the middle. So if I pop it here, look, just on my mat, I'm just going to draw a little pencil line across the middle that way. And again, you can decide on the size that you wish. Now, you may notice this. So in my one as I was creating, what we're going to do is to make the arc, I'm going to use this wonderful tool that we sell, this lovely trimmer. Now, a word of warning, and this is just a glass mat. I couldn't find my craft one, so we're just using my glass mat. Word of warning, when you take the cover off this little blade, don't do it in a rush like I did, hence my thumb. So I've done it so that you don't have to. Now, what I'm going to do, the reason I'm using a glass mat is just because my lovely mat I don't want to cut on, and a glass mat, it's a little bit quicker. Now, you could measure the centre if you want the arc, so we're just going to cut this lovely arc. If you want it in the centre, measure it, but I'm going to put mine off-centre just because it's a bit easier for me, and I prefer it off-centre. It just saves me having to have it dead on centre. But, so hold this, push the blade down, round we go, and I'm just going to wait till I line it up so it sort of stops in the middle there. And you can always take it back if you're worried it hasn't. Lift it up, pop that on the floor next to Eric. Right, be careful, Eric, it's a mean gadget, that. And then all I'm going to do, now again, you can use a scoring tool if you want, but I just find I can actually do it on here with my ruler, and I'm just going to make a little mark just to where that edge is, and then I find, look, I can fold that over. Beautiful. And this is multifarious card, by the way. And there we go, I've got that lovely shape. Now, I think these would be lovely if you're holding a party on New Year's Eve. Just think between Christmas and New Year, you could make these. And think of what you could put in here. Anyway, so we're just going to, with a rubber or eraser, we just get rid of that. And there we go. We've got that lovely shape. And I have to say, that time I must put the gadget, the little protector, back on it very carefully, obviously. Now I'm going to start with the fir cone branch, and I just find this is such a lovely stamp, and I'm going to use the pine cone. It's quite funny. Just something simple as a little plaster. Do you know what? It feels all funny, all weird. I know a couple of you had operations, and one lady, our followers, has got her arm in plaster, so I do sympathise. So I'm just going to follow this art shape here. And we'll give that a nice stamp. And I love that sort of shape. And then we'll come in with Pippin, and I'm sticking with the brown ink. And I want Pippin just to be looking up there. And again, a silhouette. Lovely. And then hanging, I've got one of our lovely Christmas charms. And I've gone for the star. I just thought that was nice for Christmas. Now I've just over stamped, got inked, just got a bit of ink on my stamp. So I'm just going to wipe that off, because me being me, I'll get it on my work. And I'm just going to get a scrap piece of paper here, because I want this charm hanging down, but obviously it's quite a long stem. So if I just protect that with a little piece of paper, and we'll stamp that there. Lovely. And get rid of that now. And pop the lid on there. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a blot, just because I don't want to smudge that lovely ink. Now think of all the different scenes you could do on here. I have to say, I think you can do some lovely, I mean, once you start thinking about the scenes, little acetate circle mask, and I'm just going to turn this upside down, and we're going to sort of spotlight that star, and I'm using blue atoll. And we're going for my large stencil brush. So it's lovely to see you, even if you're not going to craft along with me. I hope you just spend a little bit of time with me, and we can just enjoy some lovely time together. It's a funny time of year. Mind you, so cold here, and obviously this is going to be a snowy scene. While we have snowy scenes, I don't think I've known many snowy Christmas days, but I think of our friends, our lovely friends and followers in Australia, New Zealand, where you're going to be on the beach and in the sun. So maybe you could do this as a beach scene and put some, you know, Pippin could be at a barbecue on the beach. So look at that, that's lovely. So we've just got that lovely colour there. But I want to add, that's the sky, I want to add a little bit of snow. So that's where our mini hill masks come. If you don't mind, I'm just going to turn it this way. And I want this shape, look, to replicate. And I'm just going to come in there. But look, I don't want to Pippin, I've got to watch his throat. So I'm thinking we'll have that sort of shape. So, and again, I'm going above the lovely, and I'm just creating the sky. And what this will do, look, is give that lovely shape there. And then I think we'll go for the next one here, look. I can ground Pippin, but again, I want a nice, I like that shape, that'll mimic that. And don't worry, I can stop here and add some more that side. So again, I just want to come a little bit, I don't want too much. But at this side, I'm just going to add some in the corner, just to take that whiteness off. I know it's snow, but yes, like that. And then let's just go a little bit there to add that shape. Yes, so can you see? And then I'm just going to add a little bit at the base, just to sort of ground it all. And just along the bottom. And I just think for me, that gives me a nice shape. Probably won't show up very well on here. Now to add a little bit of colour, first I'm going to come in with my Modular pencil, and this is number 22. And I'm just going to add a little bit of brown at the base of the fir cone. And I'm not adding any at the top, because if I put brown at the base, look, it actually looks like we've got snow on the top. Then pastel pencils. So with the white, just going to add some little bit of detail to Pippin, little bit of, and again, little smudge in his tail, look. Now with the yellow, I'm just going to add some across our lovely star and then smudge it. Smudging does two things. With the pastel, what it does is it helps to fix it, but also it fuzzies the area, and I just want that fuzzy glow from the star look. And then with the grey, we'll just have a little bit of shadow under Pippin. And again, the moon's there, so I'm thinking his shadow will come over here. If you want to put him some little paw prints in the snow, you can. I'm happy with that. And then with my clear Wink of Stella, I'm just going to add a little bit of Wink of colour into there. I think that, yes. And I know with the gold look, I do love these Wink of Stella. I'll just add a little bit more. It goes nicely over the top of the pastel, so I've just got a bit of that sparkle in the middle of the star. Now, nearly done. Want a little bit of stickles. So, what I'm going to do is, and this one is, I know a couple of you have asked, this is Stardust, and Stickles is a glitter glue. You can pop it direct on your work. I find, did you hear that? If I do, mine sometimes spits on my work. So what I have is I have an old Wink of Stella, one that was empty, original one, and I keep this now for painting my stickles on. And what I find is I can paint it exactly where I want it. And a little tip as well, you use less this way, so your stickles will last longer. And because you're putting less on, it will actually dry a bit quicker as well. So maybe I'll just add a little bit in my snow here, just so we've got that little bit of sparkle. Lovely. And then we'll wipe that up. Posca snow. I need a bit of Posca snow. I'm going to give it a good shake. And then I'm just going to pump it up on the side. If it doesn't work, it's a pump action. So remember, just give it, I think this might need a bit more of a, been using it a lot recently. Honestly, by the time you get to Christmas Eve, you'll be lucky if you've got any Posca snow left. Oh, there we go. It's coming out now. It just needed that extra little pump. As I say, it's a pump action, so... And I'm just going to wipe that up. Otherwise, you know me, I'll be putting my hands in it, and I don't want that. Nice and clean. But if I bring that close, this might even give you an idea if you want to start your Christmas cards for next year. Now, just because I don't like this branch, it's sort of floating, I've got one of my craft yarns. And again, all I'm going to do, and again, this is so funny, I couldn't do this with my little plaster on, look. 2 bunny's ears, Pippin ears, round, and just pull. And then you just manipulate it to the size you want. So I'm thinking, don't need it too big. Right, don't be twisted, behave. Right, so, got to be careful cutting this. I'm having one of those days today. Big scissors, better not cut my finger. And then our lovely bippity-boppity glue. And remember, it dries clear, so I can put a nice little bit there. And then get my lovely bow and pop that. And there's so many different colours. It'd be nice to have a different colour bow for each one. And last of all, I just use my brown fine liner. So this one is going to be for Elliot. So I've got another one to make for Jensen. Got Adam, Danielle, Mikey, Fran. So that'll keep me going for a while, won't it? But there we go. So if I bring... So we've got Elliot there that we've just made. We'll pop Carl there and we'll stand mine up so that you can just see how, I just think they look so lovely. And a little tip as well, it's just occurred to me, I might even stamp something on the back so that the person opposite, Whoever sat opposite you, they get a little scene on the back as well. Yes, you see? So I'm hoping you've enjoyed that. I'm hoping it's given you a little idea. Do you know what? Maybe you're going to have people around for Easter, or thinking ahead, just a little dinner party with some friends. And I think these are lovely just to put on the place setting. But as I say, it would even make a lovely little pop-up card. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Just be warned, when you're putting this little gadget, this little safety thing on and off, watch that thumb. Little word of warning from me. So you take care. I hope you sleep well tonight, and I hope you enjoy the next few days. So you take care, and I will see you again soon. Much love and hugs from me. Bye for now.